Yo, what's going on guys? Jay here, and today we're going to be reviewing Lil Tecca's new album, TEC. First of all, shout out to Lil Tecca, one of few popular rappers from Long Island. Not that he's, super big or, the best rapper ever or anything, but hey, always good to see people putting on for the place. Yeah, Lil Tecca's been, in the game for what, like 4 years at this point? I've never been the biggest fan of Tecca, to be honest. He's a cool rapper and he's got a knack for making catchy hit songs, but other than a couple of songs, there's not much I really go to him for in his prior albums. TEC, on the other hand, is Lil Tecca's best offering of what he has as an artist to date. This is his most diverse album, even though, again, it's nothing crazy. It's not like we're getting Lil Tecca on a boom bap beat, or we're getting, Lil Tecca on some Death Grips industrial hip-hop type shit either, but there is a level of diversity here within the Lil Tecca's wheelhouse that he's playing with. And yeah, I was really surprised with how much I enjoyed this album, so let's talk about it. Starting off with the intro, Eves, we get a fun instrumental from Benny X, who is easily one of the hottest and best upcoming producers in the game right now. Of course, he had a couple placements on the Drake album. He is everywhere right now, and he's really, I really like what he's doing for the rage trap scene. He's very innovative in the type of productions he's bringing. I'm yet to hear a beat I don't like from him, so definitely a name to watch right now. And with Eves, he does give Tecca another super fun, solid instrumental. And Lil Tecca's on the beat. He's given just a light-hearted performance. Sounds like he's just having fun doing his thing. He makes music for fun. It's consistent with what he says online and how his music is. You could, of course, look back at the Genius interviews where he's admitting to lying in his songs, which some people may discredit. Lil Tecca's obviously not out here claiming to be gangsta, claiming to be anything he's not, and you do gotta respect him standing by that. We're getting some pretty decent auto-crooning melodies from Tecca here, which is definitely one of his better skills, as you'll hear me say several times throughout the review. And overall on this album, compared to Tecca's previous work, the production is stepped the fuck up here. Tecca's never been a rapper I've went to, and of course he's a producer as well. I don't know how many tracks on this album he produced himself, if any, but he does also produce. And yeah, it's apparent that a lot of work and a lot of attention went into things such as the sequencing and transition. Pretty much every song here transitions from one into another with a cool little outro and intro type of thing. You don't even notice when the songs change. It's seamless. And with that being said, Eve's transition into the next track, Heaven on Earth, is also pretty fucking smooth. And Heaven on Earth was the first single I heard that released for this album, though there was a handful of singles that came out. It's just the first one I heard. I love the uplifting and spacey trap beat here, as well as the That's My Ho sample that's woven in and chopped up. That's My Ho, oh. We also get a great feature from Kodak Black on this ethereal instrumental, who is hitting all the right flows and cadences. Kodak Black always seems to thrive in atmospheres like this one. And yeah, the energy that Kodak is bringing here is giving me shades of Silent Hill with Kendrick. I mean, obviously Kodak isn't. After that, he's been known for a good feature here and there. Definitely out-raps Tecca here, and Tecca doesn't have a weak performance by any means, and they both fit the track very well, but I do enjoy Kodak's performance a lot. Moving on to another one of the singles, we got 500 Pounds. Here we get another spacey and bouncy trap beat that Tecca flows through damn near perfectly. Tecca always, there's never a point where he sounds bad on a beat here. I don't know if it's his voice or the effects he's putting on his vocals. I mean, Tecca's obviously very good at harmonizing. He's great at hitting melodies. His voice is honestly great. A track like 500 Pounds is not anything, super complex. Lyrically, there's nothing really going on here. The instrumental, though good and though catchy, again, it's nothing crazy. This is just one of those tracks that is nothing but a great vibe. And just briefly on Lil Tecca's lyricism, because of course, as you guys know, lyrics are a big, big deal to me, right? Lyrics are a big deal to me. That's like one of the most important aspects to me when judging a song or a rapper or an album. And like I've been saying, Lil Tecca, he is not a lyricist. He never has been. He does have a lot of memorable bars, or like bars that I like that get stuck in your head. I think that's what someone he's good at. And of course, this album does get knocked a couple points for Tec's weak lyricism. But the reason I'm not absolutely bashing him as I do other rappers with trash lyrics, like I did to Rod Wave to an extent on the most recent review, because that album was trash. Lil Tecca's got other stuff going on here. He's giving you just amazing vocal performances throughout the album. Like I said, I love his voice, I love his singing. And also, Lil Tecca is not trying to be super lyrical or super gangsta. He is very clearly trying to have fun, make some party tracks. He's just making music that I think he likes and that he thinks other people will like. And that's cool. It would be a little different if his ambition was to drop a super lyrical. There's a lot of mainstream tracks. You see some of the rage tracks here. You also see a lot of pop rap and melodic trap cuts here, which are all these subgenres, types of rap music that are known to be less lyrical, but also be more popular, more fun. So it doesn't matter as much to me that Tech is not bringing the best bar work here, especially when he's making up for it in pretty much every other degree. But yeah, moving on, we got, like I was just talking about, a solid rage trap track from Lil Tecca in Fell in Love. And real quick, sidebar again, we do gotta give Lil Tecca his flowers. He is only 21 and he's been a big component to the underground rap scene. As much as he's been around for a while at this point because he blew up when he was young, we do gotta consider him a part of this crop of young talent on the rise. And again, that is because he, like people like Trippie Redd have, he has given to it, he has contributed to it, despite not being one of the people to necessarily originate it or come up on that sound. Like I said, Tecca's a producer, he produced some stuff here, he's done beats with people like Ken Carson as well, who's featured on this album. Oh my god. He's featured on this song, actually, and this is one of my favorite songs. I just didn't get to that part in the script yet. Yeah, with that being said, Ken Carson here is not a rapper that I like that much. He's not a rapper that I think is very good. Of course, he just dropped a great Chaos, which, hey, we'll get to that in a few weeks. To be straight up, I loved Ken. I love Ken on this song. The cadences he's hitting, his flow is so good here, and it just fits this very glitchy, almost video game-like rage instrumental. It also matches the ethereal aesthetics that Tech has been keeping up with throughout the album. I love the sonic cohesion throughout this record, because it is there. Like I said, the attention to detail in the production before. And yeah, Tecca and Ken together are honestly great. The chorus is awesome from Tecca. Both of them deliver good performances, and again, this is just a great instrumental. Another super just fun and easy and lighthearted track to listen to. Like I've been saying, that's what you're getting with Tech. Moving on to a track like Real Discussions, this track is very, very much reminiscent to a Young Thug song for me. The instrumental is like a textbook Young Thug instrumental, like the guitar, the hi-hats. You could probably imagine what I'm talking about right now. Very fast paced. Lil Tecca is flowing across the whole thing. He's playing with his vocalizations a lot, hitting a lot of crooning notes like Thug would. And I enjoy this song because Tech's not doing it dirty. He doesn't sound like shit. I enjoy Tecca showing his Young Thug influence, as he's clearly an artist influenced by him. He's doing a nice song here. I enjoy this track, like I said, despite the vocal similarities and influence. Dead or Alive is probably the best song on this album, in my opinion. Either that or Fell in Love, and this is a textbook rage trap banger. The instrumental goes crazy. We're again getting this very video game inspired soundscape that goes hard as fuck. And yeah, Lil Tecca is just here getting hype. He's more aggressive on the track. He's talking his shit, bossing up and flexing, which is nice to see. Unlike a lot of rappers, Lil Tecca is not the type of guy who is like always gassing himself up on every track. So it's nice to see him talking his shit on Dead or Alive. The chorus here is also catchy as fuck. Talking crazy, said he in the sky, told him pick a star. You Don't Know Tech is a nice melodic trap cut from Lil Tecca that I enjoy, very lighthearted. And Need Me is the peak of pop rap songs on here. I mean, this sounds just like a radio banger, and man, I love it. It's so catchy, gets stuck in my head. Tech's melodies are crazy here. The instrumental is very bouncy, very rhythmic. I mean, yeah, the chorus to this track, again, like lives rent-free in my head all the time. But yeah, in terms of like bad songs, there's no like trash here. Lil Tecca albums normally have some like at least a couple of trash songs, but here there's nothing that is like objectively like garbage, like bad. There's some underwhelming songs and some songs that aren't as good, but there is not like a I don't know if I'd say there's no misses here, but there's definitely like, there's no stinkers, there's no trash songs. And I think this album does prove he's here to stay. I think after Ransom, a lot of people, including myself, wrote him off as one of these rappers who was gonna blow up and fall off, like a lot of people do at this time. But with Lil Tecca growing as an artist, as well as aligning himself with the popular upcoming sound and adding to it and being a part of that movement, I think we will see Lil Tecca reach some mainstream highs and also continue to improve as an artist, at least I hope. The lyrics here are not ever good for the most part, like nothing crazy, but they're also not trash. There wasn't a single time where I like had to pause because there was a terrible bar. Now, like I said, also the work went in on the production, and the sequence and the transitions are great here, and the attention to detail with stuff like that is always awesome to see. As well as the very consistent soundscapes and aesthetics throughout the record. This album has a very nice atmosphere, very just uplifting, lighthearted, fun time type of vibes. I would definitely recommend listening to TEC. Super enjoyable album. Definitely don't, sit down and like listen to it like you're studying it, because this is not that album. But if you're just having a good time, it's a good album to have a good time to. I'm feeling a 6.6 out of 10 on TEC. Guys, be sure to let me know what you thought of this album in the comment section below. I haven't seen a whole bunch of talk about it. I don't know what the general consensus on this is, to be honest. It was a kind of slept on when it dropped. So let me know what you think. I think this is definitely a good, not great, not like blow your balls off type album, but this is a good record from Tecca. Anyways, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys soon. Peace.